Hello? Are you live?
We're live! What's up?
We're in our room at the lovely hotel, going to go on the main evening show in Australia, the project, and I need to get ready. So follow me, look at the amazing room first. Look at my view, it's incredible. John's here going to do makeup, but let's go into my setup wardrobe. We'll have another 2 minutes. So I set up all my clothes like this. I just like to feel home from home. It couldn't be more divine. It is like the most beautiful room I've ever been in my life. So I've got all the sequins here. Tonight, though, I'm behind a desk, so I'm probably going to wear a sequin long sleeve top. Can I take it out, John? Or can I not see through? Oh, there it is, like that. And then jeans. So it's that kind of fun evening vibe. So that's our vibe, John. That's the vibe for makeup. I'm going to give that to you now. Oh, I'll give it to you in a second. So here, I'm now going to prep the skin for when you've got jet lag. So one of the most important things is a sequin top. I have to just state that because it will help everything. I do an LED mask. This one is Current Body, which just helps. I think I've done 20 minutes already, but you can just see there's a slight glow. It could be sweat actually, but there is generally a glow to the skin. So I've cleansed my skin. I did a bit of the Balm cleanser, but I might actually cleanse it again because there is something to be said for massaging and waking up your skin. So I put that on and I just start doing my sort of scissoring moment like this, get the energy back in, scissor the eyebrows, get the oxygen on my skin. When you've got sort of jet lag skin, your skin is deprived of moisture, oxygen in the air. On the plane I did wear a mask the whole time, and underneath I had tons of bounce back and put a dry sheet mask on top, which meant that the plane didn't kill my skin. But lymphatic drainage is something you really need to focus on when you come off a plane because you have fluid retention. Nearly everyone will have some form of fluid retention. And if you have salt on the plane, you have more fluid retention. So I like to do that little bit of lymphatic drainage and just then a little bit of water just to kind of get to that white milky milk like that. Oh, so nice. And then I have a bit of mascara on from earlier, but that's okay.
Meanwhile, hello from everywhere, hello. From Morocco, from Italy, from Australia, Tunisia.
What time is it in Italy now, Chloe?
Well, sleeping time, I think.
Sleeping time, I think, says Chloe. I think we've got some people in America awake, but Australia obviously is awake. It's 5:25 in Australia. And in fact, we have to leave here, I think, at 6. So we're in a bit of a rush. And I'll just do my hot cloth moment. Oh, so nice. So nice there.
Welcome to Sydney.
So nice. I can't tell you. We went round this afternoon. You can see on stories we've been shopping already. I had a lunch. I had a lovely journalist from the Australian Financial Review, which is like the Financial Times. I'm now going to do a bit of Tiptoe In. This is my clever routine when my skin needs that amazing, plump, good feeling. So I do a layer of Tiptoe In, and I can even do, when I'm doing this, a little bit of gua sha or even some LEDs. So I brought 2 with me because I knew one of them was out of battery. That one's there. So I'd even just do a quick lift. I might do 10 of these on either side. It's very good also. When I travel, I notice my eyes get very tired very quickly. So I do like to do the kind of lift, hold, get the eye, vertically challenge the eye. This is a FaceGym. I do FaceGym or New Face. Like that. Get it up. Stay up. It's like opening the heavy curtain. Like that. There. And then this. I did this a little bit this morning, so I'm just showing you what I do. But I'll do this every morning when I'm here. Then I'll take, this is for my super duper instead of a mask, 2 pumps of Tiptoe In and 2 pumps of Plump Up. And I do a layer like that on my skin, and you'll just see that cheek begin to, just begin to get plumpy. Put it all the way down my neck there.
Meanwhile, Trinny, hello from Costa Rica, Los Angeles, Vienna, Budapest, Warwickshire, Canada, New Zealand, Cape Town. Woo!
And then I'm going to use a very good tool from Hayo'u, which I got from Katie Brindle, and just do a little bit more lymphatic. It's made from this special stone, which is from a lava in somewhere in the Far East. It's incredibly cooling on my skin, and it just allows me to take all the lymphatic all the way through, and it's sort of purposefully the best shape It's from Hayo'u, so I do that just to add some little lymphatic and then a little bit there, like that. And then once that's just setting, then I do my little this. Now this I do whenever I'm having my hair done in the morning here, and people look at me and they go, what? You know, they just think I'm a mad person, but you all know me better. Scissoring there, like that. And you can just begin to see that skin. And then I'll do another layer of the Plump Up, because that's exactly what Plump Up does. It will plump up your skin. It's got hyaluronic acid, which is going to hydrate my skin, but also peptides, which are going to really boost the collagen elastase. Don't forget the neck. And then whilst that's soaking in, I'm going to then deal with another little trick I have when I feel I'm a bit tired. So I'm of an age where I lost a bit of my hair. During COVID, I lost 40% of my hair, so it's growing back to it's growing to about here. But my receding hair, that little bit, when I'm doing telly, I always look at telly afterwards, and depending on what side they sit me, I think, you know, I notice that big patch. So Colour Wow, I use light brown, and I just literally get, you see that sort of balding moment, like that, and I just fill it in there so that it disappears. And it's, when you start framing your face again and find the right shades, I think I do about 5 or 6 shades, it's incredible how little things like this just help, you know, just frame the face. Do you see what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and then I'll do the other side here because that's getting a bit
It's
thinner.
just getting it uniform, that's
It's
it.
getting it uniform, exactly. And I always start where I know I'll make a mess and it won't matter, and I scrunch it in. So I won't do the hairline first, I'll sort of ease out to the hairline, like that. And then I frame the face. So, next up, what? Hello, darling. He's waiting. John is waiting in the background. So now we've, oh look, I've got that on there, okay. So now I've got that, do you see that real glow to the cheek? And I'm going to put a tiny bit, like John's going, because for a base for makeup, the tiniest bit of vitamin C, it really gives a good base for makeup. Put that on because even though it's 5 o'clock in the evening, I like to do a full routine because it completes getting my skin prepped like that, Bella.
Meanwhile, they're saying that in Italy actually is 8:25 in the morning.
Oh, it is, all right,
so everyone is waking up,
soon.
and London is 7:25. Yes.
And then I will do the smallest amounts of bounce back because I'm going to put on, I'm not going to wear SPF because I'm going to go from here in the cab to the TV studio. When I get out, it will be dark, but just very small amount like this, and just do the back of my hands too. Because also on TV, I use my hands a lot, and I'm very aware that when I don't put hydration on my hands, it's kind of an indulgent to put bounce back, which is our intense peptide cream on my hands, but then they're the same as the face. Okay.
Trini, Cassandra is asking where we can buy Trini products in Australia.
Oh my lordy bee! You can now buy them at Westfield, Bondi Junction. We're right outside Sephora, taking all their business. And you can buy them in Melbourne at Doncaster Westfield. And you can't miss us. We're a bright yellow stand, and we've got an amazing team that we're building up there who are just so inundated. There's queues and it's crazy, and they are doing such a sterling job. And if you go, by the way, and you really know your stuff and you go there, appreciate that. I've spoken to all of them by Zoom. I'm going to meet them all in the next while. I'm in Melbourne from Thursday morning, and they're really, you know, learning about the brand on a kind of accelerated, intense program. So, skin prepped, yeah. Does it look fresh now?
Yes.
And then we're going to go and do some makeup.
Fresh and glowy, let's do it.
You see that also, I mean,
Helps.
it's really going to help.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
All right.
So, John, we're ready for makeup? And we're just going to do skin, I think, and then, Chloe, come over here,
Yeah.
this side, I think, and let's just, any questions?
You've seen the
that
view,
we've got,
and then whoop.
we can answer questions as we do it.
Absolutely.
So you're going to do your little highlighter first, but I am on telly, so we got to remember with TV lights, we don't want too much reflection on the forehead. We can have
just
lovely
on the
glow
high,
here.
just on the highest point.
Yeah,
This is like my
exactly.
secret weapon. This
It
one.
is a secret weapon. So tell them what you're doing.
Yeah. So I'm going to do a little bit of highlighter in colour Candlelight, and I'm going to focus this mainly on the highest points of Trini's skin. So it will be in this kind of like C area here. I might put a little bit on her brow bone as well.
Just to lift that
Just to
sagging
lift
brow.
you down.
It is. It's a little bit. I find when I travel, that's the one thing is I have heavy eyes. So sometimes I need more makeup on, but just opening the eye up. Yeah.
Yeah, so just focusing just on this C section there. So
Do you
towards
find?
the right.
Do you have any other makeup tips for jet-like skin, John? After we have seen the skincare, do you have any makeup tips?
Well, I think for me, this is the first thing I always do is make the skin look more like it gives more. It makes the skin look more dewier and more fresh.
And that's what you need to focus on, because it's just like it's sucked out the moisture. So you need to feel when you catch sight of yourself and look. So all the things that do it, if you don't do good skincare, would be highlighted before your serum foundation, things like that, instead of the highlighter over. Because I think the highlighter under makes you think it's your skin as opposed to its highlighter.
And you've prepped it so well anyway with the skincare, So this is the first kind of stage.
And you're using light fluffy brush.
A light fluff, the bristles have to be really, really soft.
Yeah, I actually use this brush. Hang on, do you have one? This brush to do it,
You can. This is used for blusher too. This
I know,
one there.
I know. And you've only got one, so you're saving it for that, but that's okay. Yeah, I'll give you another one. Yes, I know.
We have a few people excited to see you tonight at the project in the
my
audience.
God, and that's so, are you going to it? How amazing, because I went last time, and I think there were a few people who followed us in the audience, and it made it so much nicer for me to have that support when I was on it, because I'm always a bit nervous when I do telly, so it's very nice that the audience is like gunning for us. It makes it, so I'm very happy you're going to be there, and I think our Australian ambassador Mary for New South Wales ambassador, she's going to be in the audience too. I'm going to meet her after, which will be lovely because she does so much to grow the Australian North South Wales community, and it will be lovely. The first time we'll have met properly because we met on Zoom. Yeah.
Amazing. Someone is asking if you would ever consider doing a men's range of makeup.
It's like, John, you use all our makeup, and the thing of defining in the world we live in today, to define things by men and women, it's skin is skin. There's oilier skin, there's more congested skin, there's more lined skin, there's more hairy skin, but it's still skin. So, whilst people who shave might have a natural exfoliation every day occurring around where they shave, there's still a need to use exfoliants, kind of a liquid exfoliant to balance out your oil and your, so you use BHA or you use AHA?
BHA.
You use BHA, so you use Find Your Balance, so it just kind of eliminates, congestion around the nose. Sometimes we have oiliness and then dryness, and it brings it together to be a kind of more balanced skin. And Overnight Clarity is a brilliant retinoid for men because it has a mixture of niacinamide and retinol in it, and I think that combination is fantastic. So, it's like, if you're scared of a pink bottle, which our moisturiser is, then maybe it's not, but even when we were designing the colours of the products, ones where I felt would be more a person who identifies as male would use, those colours in a range could be yellow, eau de Nil, and green as a range to have in your bathroom, so it didn't feel too pink girly, because not every woman even likes pink. So I just feel, and so many men use BFF and use de-stress and rebalance. So I think I even had, when we did Jonathan Van Ness, they put it on camera and they hadn't tried it before, and they were like, oh my God, it was so exciting. Even across the lens I could see how much better their skin looked. It's great. So
Amazing.
Let's not define people by their gender.
Yes. Amazing. A lot of people are waking up and they're like, oh my God, so exciting waking up with you, the energy. Woo!
It's so weird for those people who are in the West to have this different, we're both doing daylight right now, but with Lila I've literally spent an hour in the morning speaking to her and an hour at night. I think I've spoken to Lila more on the phone than we speak during the day in London, because it's kind of funny that she's waking up, although last night she was babysitting, so she was up till 1:32, so we chatted for ages when I was waking up this morning. Really nice.
And then more Australian tuning in and asking if you're going to be in Melbourne.
We're going to be in Melbourne. I can't wait, because last time when we came we only did Sydney. This time we are going to Melbourne. So the plans whilst we're here, for any of you in Australia, I'm doing a project tonight. Tomorrow we've got an event. It was a ticketed event, so the tickets went really quickly at Westfield for the Trinny tribe. But I will also be there again Wednesday afternoon because I'm seeing press there. So pop in to the Bondi Junction, Westfield, and we're there just right by Sephora. And then on Thursday morning at the crack of dawn, we fly to Melbourne, And then we do press all day in Melbourne and different things. And then I do a Trinny Tribe event on Wednesday night, and that's at Doncaster, the Trinny London stand at the Westfield Doncaster. And then on Thursday night, there's late night shopping, and I'm going to be there. So if you didn't manage to get a ticket to Wednesday's event, pop in on Thursday. And the more the merrier, frankly. Let's just make Westfield go, oh my God, what happened?
Perfect. And we have a few questions about the highlighter. They're like, before foundation, and what highlighter is that?
It's colour Candlelight. That's the colour in white light.
Okay, so here's no, that's not. That's Candlelight.
Candlelight, yeah.
So this is the end of Candlelight because John's got goes through things quickly with me, trials them on. But there's we've got 4 different shades of highlight for every skin tone. So we have Starlight, which is our lightest, then Candlelight, which is the shade I take, then Sunlight is the next one for sort of caramel skin tones, and Firelight is for, I'd say, toffee to ebony. Yeah.
And is it before foundation? They're asking.
It's a trick that you do. I like it because I think
you get more luminosity here. You can see it now. Oh,
definitely.
Yes.
So cool. Look at that. And then a few people have said that the stories from the shops today were really cool. Did you purchase anything?
Well, you know what happens is I think to myself, I won't purchase. And then I was on the loo just now checking the stories, and I thought, I still like that white bloody dress, which is very Michelle Obama. And when I said that before, I meant it in the most flattering way, that there's nobody who channels a shift dress better since Princess Diana died than Michelle Obama, because she just looks incredible. And both those women have short body and endless long legs. So a shift dress, if it's fitted at the waist, it just fits their body like a glove. Whatever your size is, it's that body shape. So with me, because I'm long body, short legs, I always feel the shifter, my arse is hanging too low. But Camilla and Mark seem to make the right shape. So I just thought it's the first shift dress I've tried on that actually I like. So should I get the shift dress, the white shift dress or not, is the question I'm going to ask you again. The Zimmerman suit, you have to see Morning Television Australia to see if I got it tomorrow, Sunrise or the morning show. And then I did love that other Zimmerman sleeveless dress so much, but I'm thinking it was a moment, and I look back at my Instagram stories and I wanted to kind of call the shop immediately and say, can you hold it for me? But I just resisted the temptation because I'm on a budget. I've got to get some presents for Lila and things. So, yeah.
Nice. Meanwhile, welcome to Australia from everyone.
So lovely being here. And we brought the good weather. Did we not bring
Everyone
the good weather?
said that as well.
I mean, now it's looking a bit cloudy and it might rain tomorrow, but when we were in England waiting to see, we packed so many different clothes because we had this terrible floods that you've been having, especially in Melbourne too, but in Sydney. And so we packed all different variations, and we've literally been in the thinnest clothes today, but I think tomorrow it might be a little bit cloudy, but we'll be here, seeing press all day, looking at the glorious weather or looking at the rain.
This seems to be done. Ready to go.
Am I ready to go?
Well,
so
here we go.
Base of an eye. Let's just start the base of an eye.
Sure.
So for this, what do you think? We're thinking a smoky eye.
Yeah, so I'm going to go in with a little base of maybe Magician, and
Yeah.
then maybe we'll smoke at the corners.
Chalice as well, or not?
No, I think lovers will be nice.
Oh, Magician, Lovers,
Yeah,
perfect. Show
and
those.
then, yeah,
You
so
can't
I
show
have-
the colours.
I
Can
have
you
it.
show them properly?
Yeah.
So Magician and Lovers, can you get up? Can you get up what John's going to use on me, darling? So we can not... John travels with this. I mean,
Yeah,
show
I mean,
it.
this is the safe.
This is just like every different colour. Okay, it's just easier
It's
for
easier
John.
for me to move.
So he literally, I mean, that's what's amazing about us. That is our makeup in there. But I hate showing you like that.
Yeah.
So unappealing. So Dido will get the colours in pots so you can see what we're using. Yeah.
So a few people are asking if you sell products like in South Africa or in South America.
So we are 95% online. And online might be challenging for people who've always bought in store. But we have nearly 1 million customers now. And I'd say many of them, majority of them, by far, have gone online, they've done Match to Me, they found out the makeup that suits them, they bought it. And if they've been challenged by understanding what their Match to Me is, which is looking at their skin, hair and eye, putting it in, and we tell you a curated section of colours that suit you, then they book a one-to-one appointment online. So then somebody, that in the privacy of their own home, they say, this is me, this is the makeup I've been using, and the person shows them what colours they suit, then they get the colours, then they can come back to another appointment and learn how to do a smoky eye. Just brilliant. It's people like John on the other end. I mean, incredibly qualified, fantastic makeup artists who know what they're talking about, and then you can do the same for skincare.
Amazing. Welcome, welcome. And
if you're just joining us now, we are in Sydney. Show them the view again. It's so amazing, Chloe. Show them the
yes.
view. It's just such a beautiful.
This is the view from the hotel. Here we go, the best view in the whole world.
It is, I think, the best view in Sydney. We've got this, and we've got the bridge just a little bit further over, and it's. I stayed here last when I came over to do What Not to Wear show about, I don't know how many years ago, many years ago. And when I came last time, I stayed with my brother, which was absolutely wonderful. But he lives in Bronte, and he has 2 delightful children. So they woke up at literally 5:30 in the morning, and there was these squeals around the house. And so it was enchanting to be with my brother's family, but also incredibly stressful to be running around doing press, needing everything in control. And my team was staying in a hotel having that lovely downtime stuff, and I was like always on. And then one day my sister-in-law, who I adore, Hannah, said, could some girlfriends come around and you just show them the makeup? And I was like on my last legs, but I thought yes, because I love Hannah and I want to show her friends. So literally 25 Australian women turned up, all very keen. So I literally made over 25 women. And I remember at the end of it, and everyone was sort of back at the hotel, and I was thinking, I wish I had some help, because my God, I'm on my knees. I was on my knees. I'd done like an 18-hour day, and literally then, but it was so nice. And I remember those women so well. And there was one woman there who had just been going through chemo treatment. She had what I call chemo skin, which is when you feel it's thin and you feel exhausted and you feel it's dehydrated. And it was my sort of mission was to give her skin that she felt she'd have before chemo. And I did, and at the end, you know, I took a picture of her skin against a wooden door of my sister's-in-law's house. And I remember the look on her face, you know, giving that woman something. It's like my drug. It was very, very special moment. And then I have the funniest picture of my sister-in-law. She'll hate telling the story, but no, she won't hate telling the story. It's the best story. But then later in, you know, as the evening progressed, as many Australian women will know, it all breaks down with some glasses of wine. So at one stage, Hannah is like, I have these Trinny London, lovely, small, she's very petite, my sister-in-law, small bags, shopping bags, and she was parading down the kitchen just with a bag around and nothing else. And it was the best shot. I took a picture, literally framed it. She's just a marvelous woman. Fantastic woman.
Meanwhile, Lydia is clarifying the Doncaster event for the tribe is Saturday 22nd.
Yes. The Doncaster event in Melbourne. I get to Melbourne, and then we got late night shopping on Thursday night in Melbourne. Friday I've got a dinner I'm doing with sort of CEOs of Australian companies, which I'm so excited by, because whenever I go somewhere, I love to meet other women starting businesses or with established businesses so we can share and exchange ideas. And I think at every level, if you're an entrepreneur starting a business, to find like-minded people slightly before you on the journey or slightly further down the road on the journey, it's like an AA meeting. You give advice and you get advice. And so we're doing that Friday and Saturday night. We've got a Trinny Tribe event at Westfield. I think tickets are sold out. So if you didn't manage to get a ticket for the Saturday night event, come shopping on late night on Thursday.
Amazing.
And then we leave for London.
And we might pop in and out these days anyway in the two stores.
Yeah, we're going to pop in and out. So I've got to go and see the stand, you know, and I will be going to look at the stand very soon also at Bondi. So
fantastic. And then we have a few questions on is the team enjoying their first time in Australia? Chloe and John, we are loving it.
Have you just seen there? I mean, if you follow my Instagram, I think their Instagrams are public, you can just see what's going on.
Exactly.
It's a very bonding thing to go on a trip, because you kind of have to be like a family, however dysfunctional you are, because you do a lot together, you're exhausted together, you're jet lagged together, you're excited together, you're exhilarated together, you know, you're frustrated, whatever it might be, but you sort of do it together. And when one person is more stressed, you know, there's a kind of yin and yang, but it's a very bonding experience, and it's a fantastic team that we've got out with us, so couldn't wish for a nicer.
So we're loving it, and we are almost ready, so I'm gonna say bye.
So we're gonna say goodbye, and if you want to see the final look that John has done, we'll show you on stories, and see you later at the project if you're watching tonight.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
1 second.